Cambodia, a country of tragedy, violence, and a brutal martial art called Pradal Serey.
We're fighting our way across this mysterious land, from its urban fighting pits
to its sweltering jungle camps, from native villages to ancient temples. At the end of our journey, one of us will put our skills to the test in a fight with one of this blood sport's greatest champions.
There are hundreds of distinct fighting styles in the world. They are practiced in every nation and by every people. Now, Jason Chambers, a mixed martial artist and professional fighter, and Bill Duff, a former pro football player and wrestler, are embarked on a mission to explore the history and techniques of these incredible martial arts. And at the end of each journey, one of these two warriors will face the ultimate test. They'll try to survive a real fight with a true human weapon.
Nestled in the heart of Southeast Asia, between Thailand and Vietnam, the Kingdom of Cambodia is a land of beauty and violence.
The country's also home to a hyper-violent blood sport called Pradal Serey.
Literally translated as free fight, Pradal Serey is one of the most hyper-violent combat sports around. Fighters use every part of their body to attack, from face-pounding punches to bone-shattering kicks, brutal knees, elbow strikes, even grappling. In Pradal Serey, the goal is to slash, pummel, and crush your opponent using almost any means necessary.
It's an art that dates back centuries, from ancient jungle battles to French occupation, to the Vietnam War and the vicious Khmer Rouge.
Over time, the art moved into the sporting arena. Fought in dirt pits with no gloves and no rules, death was common in Pradal Serey.
Eventually, gloves and timed rounds were added, emphasizing sport over fatal blows.
Now at CTN Stadium in Cambodia's capital city of Phnom Penh, Pradal Serey fights are the hottest ticket in town.
Now these guys hit really hard for being their size. These guys are probably 140 pounds. They're dropping some strong leather. Nice.
Today, there are over 1,200 professional Pradal Serey fighters in Cambodia. Many train 6 to 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. And according to foreign promoter Paddy Carson, Pradal Serey is still a fight for survival, not fame and fortune.
So how much is a purse for one of these fights?
About $15.
15 US. Wow. $15 US to get in there and do what these guys are doing.
You know, $15 in this country is a lot of money.
Sure.
So a lot of the guys do it professionally, and they will fight every week, and that's how they earn their living. These guys, the more they fight, the more they can get money to feed their family.
Going pro as young as 14 years old, Pradal Serey fighters can have more than 300 fights in their professional career, which generally only lasts until age 25 due to the violent nature of the sport.
After observing some matches, Paddy had a proposition for us.
We would like to fight.
One of us. Yeah, we usually figure it out.
Travel around Cambodia and learn the techniques and history of Pradal Serey. Then, at the end of our journey, we'd put these skills to the test against one of the sport's greatest up-and-coming fighters, Phutong.
A four-time national champion, Phutong has had so many fights in his career that Paddy Carson's lost count. How many fights has he had?
Probably 100, 200.
Wow.
A couple hundred fights, 7 days of training.
Right.
So you happy with that?
We're very happy.
Sure, we love that.
Even with 100, 200 fights?
You know, you're going to be talking me out of it if you keep that up.
Okay.
The way that these guys are throwing leather, you'd think that they're heavyweights. I mean, I saw a guy get kicked in the head, dropped him, and then he got kicked in the head again, dropped him again. And when you go down, it might not just be for the round, it could very well be for the rest of the night.
These guys are tough as nails, and I can't believe I'm going to step in the ring with one of them. To prep for our upcoming fight, we headed to one of the greatest Pradal Serey gyms in Cambodia. The home and training camp of Crew Miso Cree.
At 58 years old, Crew Sokri trains over 50 fighters for 5 hours, twice a day, 7 days a week. Several fighters actually live at the camp, sleeping on Sokri's concrete floor.
Hi, how are you? How often would one of these fighters fight? Would they fight once a month?
4 times a week.
4 times a week. Oh,
James.
Over his career, Crew Sokri has trained nearly a dozen champions and some of the best kickers in the sport, each known for their devastating roundhouses.
In Cambodia, the roundhouse is called Kup Charn. Roughly translated, it means break the plate. But the high roundhouse is far more likely to shatter an opponent's jaw.
That is great technique. That kind, yeah. It's fast, it's technical, it's awesome. Good job, brother. The move begins from the fighting stance.
Stepping to the side with the lead foot, the attacker launches his rear leg in a wide upward arc towards the opponent.
Side step, front to the side, hands up. At the greatest point of extension, the leg is chopped down at the target. So are you kicking with the shin, Crew? You're kicking with the foot?
Yes.
Okay, shin for the ribs, foot for the face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thinking.
Shin for the ribs, foot for the face.
The key to this move is kick speed and kick placement. Powered by the rotation of the hips and the strongest muscles in the body, the quadriceps, at the point of contact, the kick is traveling 25 miles per hour and can impart 550 pounds of force.
The wider the foot travels from the center of its axis, the more speed and power it picks up. More than enough to cause a knockout or concussion. Delivered to the neck, it can fracture the cervical vertebrae. Is that?
He say when you tap it, when you kick it, you have to pull right back at the same place.
Okay.
Okay, so step,
Right.
back in place.
Sign me up to fight? All right.
It looks simple enough, but getting the intricacies of turning your hips over, bringing your head off center, stepping outside, and delivering the proper amount of torque, and then getting back in place in a fighting stance so that you're not vulnerable can take a lifetime to master.
Too bad we've only got a few days to prepare for our fight. Next, we're headed to the rural rice fields of the Cambodian countryside, where a fight club of rowdy brawlers is keeping some of the world's oldest fighting traditions alive and employing some of the deadliest strikes on the planet. To learn some moves we could use in our Pradal Serey fight, we've hitched a ride to a rural fight club of hardcore brawlers that keep ancient fighting traditions alive.
The leader of this rural fight club is Crew Long Seraborn. Crew has been practicing Cambodian martial arts since he was a child. Today, he has 15 students, all trained in both Pradal Serey and the ancient art of Khmer boxing. What kind of boxing are we watching here, Crew?
Yeah,
he said today we're practicing the ancient style of Khmer boxing. In the old days, we had this kind of rope. But after the French people came here, they brought the gloves here.
Oh, okay. So this is how they used to old school box.
It's old school.
And the old school move Crew showed us was Tapuk Kang Sadam, a popular punch with an ancient twist. Similar to the right hook in boxing, the move begins with the fighter stepping diagonally towards his opponent. He then twists his hips, shifting his weight forward and catapulting his fist towards his target.